Alright, what's up, y'all? It is February 4th, 2024, also known as Day 4 of the hashtag Favorite February 10 project. So, 10 years of hashtag Favorite February, and I'm honored that you're here to join me for this one today. So, thank you kindly, thank you so much. Today's episode is going to be about why I like the city of Chicago. And in the last video about biking, I talked a lot about biking around the city, which is one great part of the city, for sure. But it's not everything. It's not the whole package per se. So kind of wanted to talk more about why I love the city I live in. A city that I've always wanted to live in. A city that I went to school in and was, very grateful to have that opportunity to do that. So growing up in the suburbs of Chicago, in Wooddale, I always loved to go to the city for like baseball games, or as you can see here, I've got my Lollapalooza t-shirt. This is from the very first Lollapalooza that I ever went to in 2009, and that was taking the Metro, just coming down to the city from the suburbs, hanging out with some friends, watching some great sets of music from some amazing artists, and I was hooked. Like after that I was like, man, this city's incredible. I wish I could live here, just do everything here. So yeah, I had to go to the city for school. I went to Loyola University Chicago for 4 years, but I didn't live on campus though. I commuted back and forth, so I didn't really have the opportunity to have the whole college kind of experience, I would say. And that's kind of unfortunate, because I didn't really get a chance to maybe make some more of the friends that I would have liked from those 4 years. But yeah, it always made me want to eventually migrate to the city after college and find a place to live, and start enjoying the city life. But I always thought I would have to A, find a really good job, or B, maybe live in a neighborhood that wasn't so great. But, I was able to kind of figure out a way around those things, and now I do live in the city. And it's really great. There's so many great neighborhoods to explore, and of course the city loop area. It's very touristy, of course, but it's always an area that I love to walk around in, just to people watch and to sightsee. I'm a huge fan of Navy Pier, huge Navy Pier stan. It's something that I've always enjoyed, walking down the pier, seeing Lake Michigan. It's a real joy, and it never really gets old, I think. Same thing for walking down Lakeshore Drive, or running, or biking. It's just such a gorgeous sight to see, with all the people kind of sprawling about. It's always nice to see that. I haven't really explored a lot of the food in Chicago, but what I have tried, I've really enjoyed. I was vegan for about 2.5 years, and so I got to try vegan items from the Chicago Diner, which has been meatless since '83, is what their tagline is. So they made some really great meatless options, which I really enjoyed too. So yeah, the restaurant scene, the scene of just the buildings and the landscape with the Lake Michigan background is beautiful. Those are great reasons to love the city as well. And there's so many different events, like I mentioned, Lollapalooza. I love going to concerts, festivals especially. Pitchfork in Union Park. I've been to that a few times. They have great shows off of Northerly Island Pavilion, so that's a great place to see a show too. So who did I see there? I saw Third Eye Blind there, which is pretty cool. The Dashboard Confessional, highly recommend. You don't really feel Chicago until you're in Chicago. Like when you start to see all the different nationalities, all the different ethnicities, all the different cultural things, you really feel like it's a true representation of what America is. It's such a melting pot of so many people and so many perspectives. It's just it's like a beating heart. The closer you get, the more you feel it, and I definitely feel it whenever I walk outside of my door. There is so much life, so much vibrance to the city, and so many people are proud to be a Chicagoan, to be a part of this really grand landscape of architecture and ways to enjoy the nightlife, and to enjoy music, and to enjoy food. A lot of the great things kind of compacted all into like one city proper, which is pretty phenomenal. I'm glad to be here. I'm lucky to be here, I feel like, in this city that I love. And I've only lived in Chicago for about 3 years now, so I still have a lot of experiences ahead. I'm looking forward to what those are going to be, just exploring more and finding more things that I love about the city, and just really giving the city my full attention, and just understanding what's happening in my community. Oh, and also, I would love to be a tour guide for someone. Maybe not a tour guide full time per se. Well, it's possible. I've never shown anyone around in the city. I've always been the person that's being shown around places, but I've never been the person to bring someone in from another city or another country to check out the locales, from my experience. So I would love to do that at some point. So hopefully soon. Hopefully I can convince some friends to travel in and check out this wonderful city, and I'll show them around a little bit, and they'll see the true beauty of Chicago, Illinois. That's why I love the city of Chicago. Do you also love the city? Are you more of a country person? Do you like to be on the outskirts? Do you like a different city? Do you like New York, Philadelphia? Do you like Houston, Tampa? What do you like? Just let me know in the comments below. We can have a little discussion about our favorite cities, including the second city, Chicago, Illinois. That's the video for February 4th, 2024. Hashtag favorite February 10, the 10th anniversary. And let's get it on to day 5. All right. Much love, y'all. Mwah.